the heartbreaker, the ultimate heartbreaker. Onyx Storm, are you kidding me? Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm here with yet another book review, and this one has to be my favorite. I think these are some of my favorite books I've ever read, and by far my favorite fantasy series I've read so far. Fourth Wing. Honestly, I was so stunned by this series. Like, I wasn't sure what to expect. I kept seeing it all over the internet, like TikTok, all over. And finally I was like, I have to give it a try because of how the male main character was described and his relationship with the female main character. So I was like, it has to be worth it if all these people are obsessing over it. And let me tell you, I finished Saturday. I'm still processing. You know, we start with Fourth Wing, that's all happy and exciting and lovey-dovey. Well, obviously there's things happening that are sad, but, you know, the excitement of relationships forming. Then Iron Flame, we have some issues, and then Onyx Storm, everything hits the fan. So let's get into it. Starting off with Fourth Wing. I loved it. Like, I could not put it down. Like, any of these books. So good. But I do have to say, when I started these books, I did not realize it was going to be a 5-book series. I thought the series was finished. So, that was not very good. 5 out of 5 for Fourth Wing. My mouth dropped upon finishing. I couldn't move. I was absolutely speechless. Because the ending is the biggest curveball you could have never ever seen coming. Well, at least I couldn't, because much like Violet, I am smart but clueless. This is one of the best books I've ever read. Not even halfway through, I knew I'd want to read this again. And this was before I knew that it was going to be a 5-book series, so best believe I will be reading this series again when the next book comes out. The storytelling, characters, the setting, all of it, amazing. The fight of proving oneself to themselves and to others, while also falling in love against all odds. It's just like, everything tells you not to do it, but your heart wants it. Like, people don't believe in you, you kind of believe in yourself, but you go for it all. And you achieve what you want, and that's the beauty of it, is it's really showing a girl prove herself, not only to herself, but to those who doubted her as well. And you know, who doesn't love falling in love? And everything in the last 100 pages alone, terrible truths learned, things are not what they seem. In the last page, the thing that was revealed, like, what a plot twist. And of course, there's a really sad death. It was my honor. And that will be a quote that will stick with you. Upon finishing, I had so much to say, yet I couldn't find the words to voice it at all. This book was truly a work of art. Obviously, I couldn't put it down, and I'm going to put spoilers at the end because I don't want to spoil anything in the beginning, and I'll warn before I start spoiling. Next, we have Iron Flame, and I gave this book a 4.8 out of 5 just because I think Fourth Wing really hit it off the bat for me. Like, it was just love, love, love. Didn't want to put it down. And trust me, Iron Flame was just as good, but I just think Fourth Wing was the best out of all 3 books. So I was halfway through, and the book is consuming my every thought. It's so good, I could not put it down and did not want to put it down at all. The dynamics in the storyline are absolutely amazing. The bond Xaden and Violet have is so electric that you feel yourself in it. You feel every single emotion that they're feeling, whether it's happy, sad, mad, angry, in love. Every single emotion you're feeling with them. And that is so beautiful. It's also intoxicating, but it really is truly beautifully written. So in part 1, I was like, her mom, Dane, the professors, but I'll get into that when I do the spoilers. So after part 2, after I finished the whole book, it left me speechless and curious at what's to come. The plotline is absolutely jam-packed and insane. So many outcomes and possibilities. The mom and Darna, it's crazy. I did not know how to feel or act. These books are truly so, so, so good. I could not recommend them enough, I swear. Last but not least, the heartbreaker. The ultimate heartbreaker. Onyx Storm, are you kidding me? This is literally how I was after I finished. I was like, I went out into the living room and my roommate was like, how's your book? I'm still processing, is what I told them. I think I'm still even processing it. Like, it was so much that happened, and I've been talking about it with my coworker and about, like, what outcomes it could have been, etc. So I gave that one a 4.5 out of 5. Not that I think they got worse as it went on, but because it was so consuming to me, I didn't want it to be my every lasting thought, so I had to take breaks in between reading, even though I wanted to read it as fast as I could. So starting off, so much is happening and my heart breaks for Xaden. I can feel the torture for him and Violet. The beginning is already so jam-packed with so many potential outcomes. They're trying to, like, politic at the beginning here, and Xaden actually finds peace outside of this magic boundary that is in the other aisles because, you know, he's so powerful. He's one of the strongest, most powerful writers they have in their school right now. So without that magic, he finally feels the peace and doesn't feel like he has to do everything, you know? And it's so limited, but you actually feel for him. You're happy for him, but you're also sad and longing with him because you know it's a fleeting moment. With the chaos around them, it's just inevitable that they'll have to go back to the magic and such in order to get what they're trying to accomplish. With each mission and trying to find allies, it was just so jam-packed, so much was happening. Like, you could not have predicted the outcomes except for the most obvious one at the end. The dialogue is so good, and the absolute shock of things being revealed. I was so stunned and speechless. But tell me why it ended on the biggest cliffhanger. I need answers now. I never started a series still in progress, and now I need to process. So much happened in the last 20 pages alone. I'm talking, we had death, betrayal, and unknown. I cannot spoil this last part for you until in a bit, okay? But overall, this series was a 5 out of 5. I enjoyed it so much, and I could not recommend it enough. So now for some spoilers. You better be careful if you haven't read it. Go back now. Okay, here we go, for real. So the ending, her mind being wiped, like, are you kidding me? Like, why? At least they got married, but why? And he didn't even kill her with the shadows. He knew it was her, knew he loved her, and didn't touch her with the shadows while killing everyone else around them. And then, okay, so we're going back. So the first book spoilers were Brennan. That, like, my mouth after that was like, then Dane betraying her. Are you kidding me? And then all it being like, oh, I didn't know what he was going to use it for. Why else would he ask you? Whatever. And then, obviously, Liam's death is very, very tragic. And then the second one, I actually did shed a tear for the mom. Because she just wanted to do everything for her children and did the best she could. And, you know, it is what it is. But it was so sad. And then the professors leaving with them for the revolution was amazing. Like, they're like, yeah, sick of this war college. Let's go make some actual change. I love that. And then Dane reading her mind and believing her and choosing her and leaving with them too. Oh, it was so perfect. He started to get a little redemption there for himself. And then, obviously, the last book broke me. I need answers. I need to know what happened in this 12 hours. I need to know what their wedding was like. Hopefully it will be answered in the fourth book. But, you know, I'm in pain waiting for answers. But hopefully it's out sooner than later. Anyways, Thank you so much for watching.